Let me know if you can't hear anything. Okay, I'm gonna sit close to the microphone anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, so Monday morning when I opened the chart, I saw this immediately. Let me just get the right one here. Like that. So that's what I saw immediately. So let me do the step thing as well. Your buyers or your trends. Number 2 is green candle. Number 3 is higher time frame supply demand. Number 4 is lower time frame supply demand. Confluence with higher time frame, and number 5 is your entry. Okay. So yeah, I didn't even bother going to the higher time frame. When I opened the 1 hour, I immediately saw this, and I immediately saw this as well. Okay. So let's just draw the 7 to 8. Let's do that. Okay, so our bias or whatever, it's going to be bearish. We have drawn our green block candle. Then we can go to the lower time frame. Just getting our sorting out our demand and supply zones. Okay, so dragging this, bringing it down here. I'm just going to play price forward a bit to see what happened, where we took the trade. Okay, so this is where we actually took the trade. Like I said on the other webinars earlier this week, this low wasn't broken. Okay, let me just do this. This low was not broken, but with the amount of momentum it came down. I did enter with a risk entry, and my entry was based on down here. Okay, and no, where was it? It was here. I can't remember where my stop loss was. Okay, but let's leave it like that. And my first take profit was this liquidity here, and then like I said, my last one was obviously this was my overall target. So yeah, but there was just one thing about this trade that doesn't make it, how can I say, a textbook setup, and this was because of this low wasn't broken at all and before I took the entry. So I did tell you guys on the community this was a risk entry, and I did manage it like a risk entry. I'll share now. So number 1 bias was bearish. We got the green block candle. In this case, the green block candle didn't add any confluence because we know that for confluence to be added with this candle, this high needs to go before we can take a sell, right? That's something like that. But in this case, obviously it didn't, so we just ignore that step, if I can put it like that. Number 3 was we can look to the left. We can see that price managed to somewhere react off a supply zone there, broke this low from that level of supply, and because of this low being broken and this void that needed to be filled, I was happy to enter with this type of momentum to add to risk entry. But like I said, I did manage very aggressively, and I'll show you guys now. This is when I went break even. After this break of this low, that's when I went break even. Just due to, price can easily react from this level of demand and come and take out the Asian session liquidity before heading down more and maybe even come to this supply zone. That's the reason for the aggressive management. So yeah, I was stopped out almost, literally not even by millipip. But yeah, I held all the way down here. No, it must have been, this was an 8 risk reward. I still remember. So somewhere here. Okay, so my stop loss was somewhere there, because I still remember this was an 8 risk reward. And yeah, let's just see what price did. And just play it out. Yeah, to the pip, or to the T rather. So yeah, that's all. There wasn't really much of funny situation here. The only thing was, because of this low not being broken immediately, that's when I kind of considered this trade as a bit riskier. But if you go to the 1 minute, obviously you'll see there I am in replay mode, so you'll be able to see this low on the 1 minute did get broken, hence also the reason why I told everyone or told the community I am taking the risk entry. So yeah, that's all to this trade. This was a 1 to 8 in the morning, and then I think all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in order which I took the trades, just to make it easier and so that I can actually keep track of the trades as well. Then we moved to in New York session. We moved to SPX. It was also the 20th. Let's just do this. Friday it was, yeah, okay. Yeah, we still went live this afternoon as well. I told you guys I'll probably not even consider taking a trade after this morning's 8R. I mean, the hourly is in such bad condition and consolidation and all that nonsense. But yeah, but before I continue, like we know, it's literally the exact same rules I follow. Number one, even though we are in a consolidation range, we can still see that we are bullish. Number two, the green block candle with the New York session just works a little bit different. It goes from 9 a.m. till 2:30. Yeah, so let's just play this out so we can just see. Okay, so it's like this, and it's the same. I mean, you guys know it's the same. If it breaks the low, it will add confluence to buy. If it breaks the high, it will add confluence to sell. It's the exact same concept. That's why the strategy is so easy to learn and easy to understand and easy to follow and easy to make money with. So yeah, so I still remember we were still live, Rakesh, me, you, and Luca, and yeah, I mean, I was explaining to him why I actually didn't want to even consider taking a bar, looking to trade, or whatever the case might be. Oh no, there I played it. So now you obviously saw what happened. But this was about the time zone it happened, and I told him that we could see that price reacted from this level of demand. When I zoomed out talking to him, I realized that there was a nice, very, very, very nice level of supply. I saw all of this level of liquidity, and I told him, listen, it is going to be a risky setup. Let me quickly send it to the community as well. But I mean, it fits my box. It ticks all my stuff, and yeah, that's going to be me. I'm going to enter. I'll place the trade here, or I'll place the limit order there, and my stop was there for 1, 2, 3 risk reward there. Okay, so that's all. There's nothing really much to it. I mean, everything fitted the categories or the boxes I looked to be ticked, except the higher time frame. So yeah, I mean, I sent it to the community, and this is what happened. It was a very, 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 very quick trade. We weren't even in it for, yes, I think 20 minutes. It just came, collect orders, and flew again. So yeah, that was Monday. Very good start to week. That was 8 plus 3 is 11%. Yeah, no, I mean, with a normal, if I didn't have the community, normally I wouldn't even bother to trade. I mean, I'll tell the boss to put some leave in Tuesday to Friday, taking a long weekend and a long week. And I mean, yeah, with trades like this, I think you are allowed to tell the boss what to happen. Let me just check. I remember there was a trade this morning, but it was yesterday. Okay, let me just do this. So that's 11% just on Monday. Tuesday we didn't have any trades, no setups that formed. So we stayed patient. Yesterday morning also there was no setup. We looked at a few pairs, and I told you guys I'm rather just gonna walk away, close the laptop. We had a good Monday. I'm not gonna force any trades. I mean, if we don't even find another trade this week, it's gonna be fine. We had a good Monday, but yesterday afternoon something presented itself on SPX. Let me just go here. Okay, so I mean, let's bring this thing here. We can all agree that we are still bullish. Let's find where this reacted from, this area. Let's quickly do that. Here it is. So it reacted from this area. What I liked about this was this level of liquidity was taken as well. So I mean, obviously then we can see the break of structure there, which indicated momentum, the bullish momentum continued. Okay, but anyways, so number one, bias is bullish. Number two, let's just find the 8 after 9 AM candle. We go down to there. Let me just forward this quickly. So there we go. That is, no, one more. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I mean, a lot of people would have thought, okay, hey, listen, here's the level of supply, here's the level of liquidity, etc., etc. Let's rather stay out. But I mean, if something follows your trading strategy and you take it and you take an L, that's considered, to me, that's a good L. You get two different types of L. You get a good L, which everything followed, everything ticked your boxes and stuff, and the price still managed to hit stop loss, and that's where you must tell yourself, listen, everything ticked my boxes, I'm not gonna revenge trade. This isn't a setup where, well, everything ticked my box, it must be correct. It's you can still be wrong. The market isn't going to listen to our strategies, and and then you're going to have a bad loser, which is going to be you enter the trade. I mean, it can be due to anything, FOMO, which is fear of missing out. It can be just discipline. It can literally be anything where you didn't stick to your rules and your guidance to take your trades. So yeah, I still remember. So let's just check here. So yesterday there was news that came out. Okay, I saw price reacted from this level of demand. I actually anticipated a lot more volume, but it never happened. So yeah, I mean, here price made a break of structure. I told you guys, to be safe, let's rather wait for a break of this high, right? Let me just check what was my entry, where it was. I don't want to say something and it wasn't true. Let me just go back on MT4. So my entry was, okay, obviously MT4 and trading views numbers not gonna, but I can check the time. Okay, so 4:15. That was where my entry was. So let's just do this, just that I know where it was. Where's this? 4:15. Okay. So I still remember I told you guys this is a valid break of structure, yes, but it can just be to take out this level of liquidity and react from this level of supply. So the safer bet would be to wait for this high to go and then from there take a trade. So to me, this was a very riskier entry, because I mean it tapped the high, but with experience and everything like that on SPX, once it taps a high, it probably will just break the high anyways. And only if you get a confirmation entry. So let's just check. I saw this level of demand as well after this level reacted from here. So I still remember I told you guys it was a riskier entry. Yeah, this 5 minutes. This is where I send the signal. Told you guys that I'm gonna be buying, and our take profit was based off this level here. Let me just go back a little bit. There was a gap in the market, I still remember. So my original take profit was here, this level, but also with past experience and past knowledge, if I can say it like that, SPX doesn't always come into, filling that gap there and then continue lower. Normally what it does is it will react from the supply demand zone just below or just above that level. So this was my So target price came here, and that is when I zoomed out, because I remember there was a void or imbalance that needed to be filled. But then I was like, but in the past, price managed to fill the first line, but not the imbalance. Okay, it just managed to tap half of the imbalance and then continue down. So yeah, so that's all it was to this trade. I mean, this wasn't the SMC style entry. This was based off of this bullish engulf. Another thing I saw was a higher high was made on the lower time frames, and yeah, that's what. Okay, but I had a 1-2, it was just under 1-2-3, so I don't know why. Okay, but obviously trading view and your actual MT account is a little bit different, numbers wise. So but I remember I still had a just under 1-2-3, so let's put it like that, a 2.5. So yeah, I mean, and that's so yeah. Obviously, with all of this momentum, after the close of this candle, I told everyone, or the break of this high and the close of this candle, I told everyone to go break even. Don't risk any more capital. I saw this candle close the doji, and I sent the message saying, listen, I'm going to close majority positions. I'm going to leave a few running, and so obviously I was break even, and this happened. I'm going to show you now. Boom. So no, my thing was a 1-2-3, but I managed to close about 2.5 due to obviously this move that happened down here. And yeah, then this morning we had a loss. I took a loss. I don't know if any of you guys took it with me, but I see, I mean, price is going into our direction now, and yeah, okay, so it took out that level of liquidity. Let me just mark that level, because I saw this level of liquidity here, but I mean, I saw the 5-minute time frame stepping down. So yeah, so the thought process about or on this trade was, I mean, if you zoom out like this, let's bring that back here. For me, bias was bearish. Okay, I see price made a lower high, and after that lower high, price managed to break this level of structure here. Yes, I did see price react from this level of demand. So my target, I mean, taking everything in consideration, let this thing just go away, or let's go to a low time frame like this. My target was going to be this 15-minute level of demand that was untested. So that was going to be my target. Yeah, I mean, let me replay it to where it was. It was about 8:30. 8:30 was about the time we took the trade. So bias was bearish. We do not have the green block candle here yet, but so 7 to 8. So we had the green block adding to confluence. I mean, it broke the high, meaning it was in confluence with our selling bias or our bearish bias. And then another thing I saw was, okay, let's forget about this level of liquidity there for now. So I'm just going to take it away from now. What I saw this morning is this level of liquidity being taken out, price reacting from this level of supply here, and price making lower highs and not lower lows yet, but it made a lower high. Let me show you. So after this break of structure to the downside, okay, and this lower high that was formed, that's when I actually send the signal saying, or telling everyone, listen, I am going to enter, and my first target, the rest of the reward didn't add up, but I mean, my first target was this level of liquidity. This is where I probably would have placed or taken my stop loss to break even. So this added to another confluence to the selling bias, and then that was my final take profit. And then, I mean, obviously we got tapped in, it just went straight through, and yeah, I mean, so this for me was a good loss. Well, I wouldn't say it was 100% a good loss. It did tick majority of my boxes, so I wasn't even upset with this loss, but seeing everything, I wanted to, because I saw all of this happen, right? Let me just clear majority of the stuff up. I was still on my phone. I saw majority of the stuff happen, but I didn't enter here. I didn't FOMO or whatever you guys want to call it. So this was like a minor break of structure, no closure below yet. So obviously I'm just gonna let price play out, and you guys will see that it is busy stepping down. I don't know if it's gonna hit the target. It should. I anticipate it to hit the target. But yeah, like I said, I didn't re-enter. One entry in the morning and one entry in the afternoon. That's more than enough for me. I've tested it over the past few months, I don't want to say years, because I've only been profitable and making money about a year and a half. So yeah, that's actually all to the live. I just wanted to go over the trades this week so far. So we were up at 8 plus a 3. That was a Monday's trade, which is 11. Up another 2.5-3% yesterday afternoon, which is, call it 13%. Play it safe. If a few of you guys maybe got entered or tagged a little bit later, and obviously profits was a little bit less, so let's say 13%.